got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First play, and Young is going to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Young going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Harris running straight ahead. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, Young, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, Young. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll throw again. Young. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Young on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. These two teams all tied after one. Now they send a man in motion right. Young to throw on 4th. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Young. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 32 yards as they have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
A first down throw for Young. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young this one is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Young. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, Young. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first. And Andrews lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Young working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Young. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Harris. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. On 3rd down, here's Harris. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They run for it with Harris. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A give for Walker running right. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. They'll send Brown in motion right.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's got room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 64 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On second down, it's Walker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On 1st and 10, Young. That's caught over the middle by Fan.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Play fake. Now Young. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13
yards on the play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. First down, Young.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Slot man moves right. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing, Young. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Fourth down, Young. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Young. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 47 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point attempt here still to come. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Seahawks 38, Steelers 9.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
And the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Young looks to throw on first down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Running right, here's Walker. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Young on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 46 yards. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. And Young's going to throw for this. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete, and it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the fourth. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football.